It is pretty cool getting launched off the carrier. I have to say, it's kind of like riding a roller coaster.
We're here in front of the E2 with 2 crew members of this aircraft. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
My name is Lieutenant Scott, call sign Purple.
And I'm Lieutenant Lash, call sign Dodo.
So we're both flight officers.
Okay.
We have different qualifications. I'm currently a Combat Information Center officer.
And I'm the radar operator.
So I went to college in Florida, in Tampa Bay, Egress College. And after college, I went through Officer Candidate School. It's about a 3-month-long program in Rhode Island, where I was commissioned. Reported down to Pensacola for flight training. Selected E2s out of there, and then came back to Norfolk, where I'm currently stationed. Went through training and rotated to BW 121, which is my current squadron, about 3 years ago.
So I went to the Naval Academy in Annapolis.
All right.
After I graduated, went down to flight school and then followed the same path as Purple.
So this giant radar up there, you're in charge?
Yes.
Okay, and what do you guys do with this radar?
The big thing is going to be airborne early warning. So we take off from the ship, we extend the area that they can see what's coming toward them.
So any enemy combatants coming in, like you guys are the first ones to...
Oftentimes, yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, we take off the ship because they're so low to the surface. Their horizon is a little bit different, so we have the ability, we can go up in the back, we hit a couple switches, we can turn the radar on, and you'll see that dome will start to spin around, and we're just sending out energy. That bounces back off of whatever objects are out there, we receive that back, and it shows up on our computer screens, and we just assess what that contact is. We'll just talk through the wings forward all the way around.
Okay.
You can see here, this is our main entrance hatch. This is when we get in and out of the aircraft, both the back end and the front end. We can do it while the engines are running, so we just have to climb underneath the wing.
Just come around from the backside, yeah.
And then we can close that up. 2 engines, 1 on each side, obviously here.
Do you know what engines you have on the airplane?
T56 Alpha.
Okay, so Honeywell's, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are the engines running at full power when they get ready to launch?
Yes.
Yep. Very cool.
For a launch in a carrier, usually we launch first, because we're kind of the fat, slow kids in the air wing, so they want to get us off the deck to clear off the deck for the jets. We launch, and so we taxi around the deck. In the back, we can't really see much. We have a pretty little, our windows aren't very big because we don't need windows. And so the pilots kind of describe to us where we are on the deck, what's going on the deck. Then once we get lined up on the catapult, everything's good to go. We make sure our seats are locked. We have a ditching hatch that we remove for safety, and at that point we're listening for the pilot's cues to see what the deck looks like, what indications they're getting from the plane, and then we talk to them what indications we're getting from the back. And at that point, if everyone's comfortable, we tell the deck that we're ready, and we'll launch
just
us.
go.
Yeah.
Are you guys facing forward or facing
Yes,
back?
we will face forward for the launch and recovery.
So it's just like that roller coaster kind of feeling. You're just pushed back in your seat.
Yep.
Very
Pilot on this side, co-pilot on that side. Where the door is, that's our equipment compartment. And then after that is where the 3 flight officers will sit
Okay.
on the computer. So we can turn our chairs sideways, look at the computers, and then turn them back, facing forward for the landings. Coming back my first time and landing on the carrier, I had no idea what to expect. Taking a trap was like a crazy experience. It's like crashing into the back of the jet there, and we can't see anything in the back, so we kind of just go along for the ride there. But that is something that the normal person does not get to do, and so it's really amazing.
So egress for you guys, the pilots have ejection seats?
No.
No?
So the problem would be if we were to eject, there's that giant dome, so we would eject right into that. So there, you can't see it here, but there are 2 hatches, one for the co-pilot, one for the pilot.
Okay.
They open up and they can climb out that way. In the back, like Doda said, we have a big ditching hatch. So in the event we go in the water, we crash on land, we have to climb out. That's our main route. We can also just hop out this door right here.
How often are you running into other women who do the jobs that you do?
In this community, fairly often. Some communities don't have quite that many, but in our air wing now, there's quite a few women.
Nice.
The coolest part for me is being around the crew. We've got 5 crew members, 2 up front, 3 in the back, and it's a great crew mentality. Through training, we do a lot of different types of flying with different types of aircraft. Some of them is just you and an instructor. This one is great. You got a lot of people. The squadron life is great. The air wing life is great. Being on the carrier is a blast. So I would say, for me, that's a big thing. It's a community.
If you could give advice to either like your 10 or 15-year-old self or any other girls that are interested in taking this career path, what would it be?
I would say strive for what you want. Because I spent a lot of time learning things and doing things because I thought that was the right thing for me to do, and I thought people wanted me to do that. And when I finally decided that, you know, I wanted to follow my own path, I had the motivation to do it because I was interested in it, and that's what got me here. Keep up the hard work, because that's really what's going to make the difference when you try to, you know, follow your dream here. So
I'd say don't be afraid of doing something just because it's difficult. You know, like if you fail, if you don't do well in a class, if you have to switch your major in college, it's not a big deal. No one's going to remember, but you will remember that you tried at least. You know, like don't be afraid to take the technical major. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone a little bit to get what you want, because at the end of the day, you know, you have to make sure that you're doing what you want to do. And if that means being a math major, even though you know you don't think you're very good at math, well, try it, see what happens.
Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for your service. We really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Hey look, you made it through the whole episode of Beauty and the Bolt. That means you should probably give us a like and subscribe, because you made it this far, why not? While you're at it, maybe even consider purchasing some of the products down in the description below. There's also the source files for the project, of course, and our merchandise store, which is really fun, so you should check it out. Signing off, this is Zyla and Andrew behind the camera from Beauty and the Bolt.